Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin, Dikembe, Mutombo, RIP legend. I met you in person, one of the nicest dudes. I'll say that every single time because you were so nice, man. Really. Not to mention humongous. You're just a giant. Like, you know how they say gentle giants? That was you. And now we're trying to get you. Pause. But I don't know if that was pause worthy. But that's not all we're getting. We're going to go ahead and lock in so we can get Danny Granger as well as Serge Ibaka. I was recording a video earlier and I wish I could have shown you this, but I deleted a lot of the footage because I was trying to clear space on my computer and I forgot to put in a different folder. I've told you guys this before. This was the video I was working on. I was trying to get these cards for free. I was trying to show you guys my mission. I was going to literally do this like as a multi-part series, maybe drop one upload a week and try to get it in as many weeks as it takes, see how long it goes to get it for free. The way I was doing it is basically, if you guys don't know, you need to lock in all the series 1 cards. So let me move on over to the other side so we can take a better look at what's happening. So this is my East, this is my West. I literally broke down how many cards I had of each percentage wise. I love numbers, you guys know that more than anything. Like, I still have it in my book somewhere if I could find it. So yeah, when I originally started, I had 28% of the East just playing the game, right? I had 28% of the East. I had 33% of the West. That's where I was looking. And then I was showing you guys every single thing I was doing, and I recorded the first week episode, and I really upgraded my everything overall because I had 30% of the cards total, and I was able to get it to 39% in 1 week. The way I was doing this was literally simple. I was just playing pretty much breakout. I was just going through breakout pretty much whenever you get wheel spins, whenever you get door games, whenever you get the vault, you are pretty much guaranteed a series 1 pack. Not guaranteed, but you do get one a lot of times. You'll get an 80 plus, 84. I was hoping for cards from there. I would, if I ever seen a ruby option pack, I was taking it, and little things of that nature. That definitely helped me a long way in creating this collection the way it is. I definitely wasn't expecting to do this now. I was going to continue going the free method, the free way, but since I did lose the footage, plus I have a lot of MT, we can do this a better way. We can do this a different way. My stream kind of told me to do it a different way, so why not? I do have pretty much a lot of the expensive cards. The most expensive cards are the rubies, right? So as long as you take a look, you'll see that I have a lot, if not majority of the rubies. I am missing some here and there. Definitely am missing some, but those are going to be the expensive ones. Can I finish this today? That's a good question. I want to. I'm down. I'm willing to see how it goes, and the good thing is I'll be able to swap in these players later on. If I have a sellable one or an unsellable one later, I'll be able to swap them even if I did lock them in. Out west, we're looking pretty good as well. I think let's lock into one. Let's go one, like whether I want to go east first or west, because I think trying to do both in this video is going to be extremely hard. So I think we start off west and then work our way east. I guess we'll do that. Whether I search for them this way, whether I'm willing to overpay for some of these cards. Like, cards dropped today, so you would expect some of these cards to go cheaper. You would expect a lot of that stuff. So let's see how it goes. Like I said, there are some rubies I'm missing that are going to cost us an arm and a leg. I can search for these and then hope I get some snipes, but that's something that is going to take a little bit of time. And do we have time? I mean, we do, but we can always pick up these cards later. I just don't want to overpay to a point where it's like, why did I do that? I could have got them for less. I could have done them for this. So let's go ahead, for example, and start series 1s. West, unfortunately, I can't go ahead and do like NBA only, WNBA only, and stuff like that, which really becomes really funny when you really think about it. But I could go by team. I could do team and just forget that whole aspect. As long as I'm enabling and seeing from there, I should be able to see a good price. I know some of the filters won't work properly, so I'll have to really limit it because I'm going to be seeing a lot of WNBA players. For that price range, you're seeing mainly WNBA players, no questions asked. You'll eventually see some of your NBAs, but I think that's why ideally it's probably best I go team by team and hope I can get some cards that I'm missing, like this one for right now, Mr. Quentin Grimes. I got him for $18.50. Let's see how much this is going to cost me overall. We'll just put down how much I had to start and see how much it cost me, and then we'll work from there. So to start, I'm just going to go every team for the price range I'm starting at, which is $2,200. I won't go higher than that right now, but I'll go team by team. Hope someone pops up. I'll take them for whatever that range is. But as long as a player comes up, that means we're on a good range, right? That is a good range for getting them for 1500, whether we're getting them for higher or lower, and then we'll fill in the blanks. It sucks. I'm gonna have to wait 30 minutes for these players to come home, but then we can figure that out from there. We got 2 players from the Clippers. Nice. Clippers team is pretty solid too. And then when I lock in, another thing we need to do that I haven't done yet, I need to start locking in my players for the 10k MT. There's so many. I know the collector level sucks this year, but there's so many more players I could be getting, like MT wise, 10,000 per. I think I have some things I sold as well. We'll be able to get some stuff from there as well. We got Sabonis 1800. Good looks, my man. Let's keep going. It's gonna suck when I have to find these players and then lock in or whatever, like swap. We'll take 1900 for you. I might take Gabe Vincent hollow. I'm just kidding. I don't care if it's a hollow or if it's a regular. I will never care between the difference between any of that stuff. I know some people do. Some people like the other stuff. I don't care. We'll take the sapphires, the golds, the emeralds. Now what actually does suck is I'm gonna have to literally every time I pull a card, I will have to check more often than not. I used to not have to check all the time to see if I had it or not, because a lot of times I just knew they were unauctionable, right? I didn't have to check, because now we're going to have sellable cards. We're going to have a lot of sellable cards throughout. Ooh, nice little team right here. Nice little team. Ingram, really cheap like that. I'm not going to be mad at that. Now it's starting to slow down. I'm really scared that the next time I do this, if I don't wait 30 minutes, I'm not going to know prices, like which players I bought. I'm not gonna know. I'm not gonna have an idea. Wow, the Rockets have a lot of players under 2k. I like that. Mr. Okogie 1800, welcome aboard. We got Shepard 22 and Mr. Aquaman Steven Adams. Never gonna say no to that. The Suns 3 players popped up. Nice stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thunder, can you feel the thunder? Thunder. All right, so I guess after we do this, while I wait 30 minutes, we start buying rubies, right? We start buying rubies, and we can play breakout in between. That could be the move right there, right? Because if I do that, at least I'm not wasting time. I'm getting more packs as we go as well. That's probably the most ideal situation. Or I don't even have to buy rubies in between. I can just, because the rubies, maybe I just scroll through. I know I didn't buy a single ruby there. So if I can just quickly go through some of the rubies, see if I could get one for cheaper than normal. Like 30k is a lot. Ideally, like you want it for less, but worst case scenario, you end up buying them or like swapping them later. I'll take a Trae Young for 20. I'm assuming during the week, I can maybe sell him for more if I got him later on down the week, because today's a Friday. Like I said, there's no cats cheap right now. Cat is a very expensive cookie, he looks like. Tyrese, ah man, Tyrese giving me bad juju right now, because last year when I was trying to buy a Tyrese for one of our series and people were throwing him up for mad expensive for no reason, even though he should have never been that expensive. People were trying to bait me into it. 25k for a Jokic, I guess I'll take that. That seems like a good price to me. That seemed like it. I mean, obviously I would never normally pay this much for any of these cards, but worst case scenario, we buy them later and swap them, and then we make some of our money back. That's fine. That's fine. We'll take it like that. J Dub 19k. Can I? Nope, that's not going to be cheaper. I'll take that one. Maybe I could have waited and someone would have put it up for less, but that's fine. I think we made some good progress there. That should be pretty much all our rubies, more or less. I don't know if I bought Sabonis. I don't remember. So I'm going to wait, see what happens as our auction house gets through all these stuff, stop pending. I'll go play some games and then we'll redeem them and then see the progress we made. Woohoo! It took us 6,000 years. 6,000 years, but we could finally add these cards to our collection. Oh man, I don't know how far we're gonna make it, but that takes so long. That takes so long waiting for all that. I didn't even play a bunch of breakout games because I got bored. Realistically, I got bored, but we made some progress. There's definitely been a dent. I'm not gonna talk percentages and count or anything like that. I think this time we'll search it a little bit differently, just to have a different type of idea. I don't want to redeem any of my MT or lock anything in right now, just so I don't lose track of how much we've spent. We've obviously bought a couple rubies, so that definitely cost us a little bit, but there's definitely been some progress. I could definitely see some progress on both ends a little bit. Definitely a little bit. All right, let's see these prices, how we looking. I don't want to even spend 3K. I'm cool with the 2.1, right around there. Like, that's good. And maybe we do it this way this time. See, 3K is a lot realistically, because if I do 3K for every card, we're gonna end up spending too much money. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm gonna say 2.5. 2.5. I'm not even gonna say 3K. 2.5. I'll go for each player individually, slowly and surely. And did I buy that one? I hate when I don't buy from the bottom, but thankfully it was the same price. And yeah, I guess this way I won't get as many snipes, but at least I know I'm not buying duplicates. At least that way I'm chilling this way. I can technically also 2.8 is not that far off 2.5. This is where I feel stingy, I feel cheap. But in reality, if you want to be rich and have good MT, this is how you have to do it. Otherwise, if you don't have a budget, then you're going to end up spending too much money. You're going to find yourself overspending on a lot of cards that you shouldn't. You're going to lose money. And like 3K is not bad. It's not a bad price. But bro, this card is 15K. Why? I just want to know why. That's crazy. I know the Jazz is an interesting team because they don't have anyone really that expensive. But that's a crazy price tag right there. This is 2.4. I guess we take that. Mr. Zach Levine, thank you. 2,300 for Malik, one of my boys. Malik's a funny dude, bro. Funny dude, bro. Where'd these cards come from? Bronny! He's the only one I overpaid for. Mr. Bronny, 2,600. If Savannah wants to use you in 2K, I guess I'm using you in 2K. I don't know if even searching by division makes sense. Because look, because I was searching by teams and a lot of these cards didn't come up. So the search tab by team, oh, I was doing 2,200. That's why these cards weren't coming up. I'm not here sitting thinking to myself, like, I didn't see a lot of these cards, but that's because I upped my budget. I was going 2,200, so now it makes sense when I'm seeing cards for 23 or 24 that I wasn't seeing before. That all makes sense now. Some of these prices out of range. We might be stuck. 25, Harrison Barnes. I know the Warriors didn't want you. Ooh, what's up, Keldon? 21. I need to buy these Spurs. These Spurs are going for a lot. I'm missing so many Spurs players right now. I'm not spending 3,000 on any of you. Literally missing the whole Spurs team. Wow, that's gonna be a tough one. Honestly, in a situation like this where I could get this for 24.50. Let me actually just bid 24.50 on this one and see if I get it for less. Might as well. I have nothing better to do. All right, this is going to be the last card for the Thunder. 25.50. A little bit over, but we'll take that. Oh, what are y'all trying to do with this AJ? If someone has AJ Green, sell that man right now. Ooh, timeout. Big boy. I see you. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. Thank you. Come again. Pick up for 2,400 or bid snipe this one. 45 minutes left. I'll be eating, so... let's try. I just want to, like I said, have a roof, because I feel like if I don't, it's gonna get too costly. I'm gonna be like, oh, 3,000 is fine. Oh, 3,500 is fine. Oh, that's only 30. That's only 4,000. Like, I'm cool doing that with like 1 or 2 cards left total, but in reality, we should be chilling. The last couple are definitely gonna cost me a little bit more. Bro, I don't have any Pistons players. How much are the Pistons? What's going on with the Pistons? So if you guys don't know, I've been in the hospital for the past 2.5 days, something like that, like 2 days pretty much, with my daughter. And that's why I haven't finished uploading this video. That's why I haven't done anything. It was one of the scariest moments of my life. That's why I haven't been uploading. I apologize. But here we go. We got some golds. We got some emeralds. We got some sapphires. This was from Showdown. I didn't really get to play that much Showdown this week. I thought I finished it, but I didn't. Clearly not. This video, I think I'm gonna start speeding it up a little bit, just because of it being 1, late, 2, just wanting to show you guys everything that's been happening. I've been thinking about buying sapphires to get these Ruby Series 1s. I don't know if it's worth it. The cheapest sapphires I think that are up, usually you can get maybe Series 1 ones for like 2.5. So it would cost me a total of 12K. If I'm able to pull a brand new Ruby, it would work out. But if I'm only pulling duplicates, not so much. So maybe not the most ideal situation. Probably better ways to go around it. Like I told you guys, I'm trying to see how much this is going to cost us in the long run. So everything that I was trying my best not to quick sell, not to do little things of that nature. But we did get like these free cards. Let's see what this Ruby is like. Maybe I get a brand new player. Even if I don't, in the future, I can be able to swap if I do have some sub ones. We got Evan Mobley, who is brand new. That's beautiful. That is perfect. It doesn't really get much better than that. Let's flip ball here. Let's see if we get any new golds, new emeralds, any of that stuff. So we got 4 golds and one of them is new. That's not bad. One of them being new. Always gotta double check now to see if I have a swap, because like I said, I picked up some new players. So we'll be able to exchange all these and get a new emerald, hopefully. The emerald is gonna be RJ Barrett. I have like a billion RJs. I keep getting RJ, so that's one towards our sapphire. The exchange has been one of the biggest blessings that I've gotten for sure. It's been so good. It's been so great. I love the exchange. 2.6 honestly on that isn't bad. I feel like this 2.8 it's not bad either. I can probably just I don't know. Let's redeem. I forgot I didn't redeem. That was gonna be bad. See, whoa, we just got Batum. Literally just got him, so that sucks. I just bought him a little earlier. Well, whatever it was, 2 days ago, whenever I bought him, and I just totally did not notice. So let's go add everything else that we bought. I forgot to do this, so we'll talk in a second. We're seeing one of the cards that I put a bid on. Okay, we're seeing we got a little back, so that means I got that card pretty cheap. Some of them are coming back. We just finished our first player. Oh, another player that happened to. That's fine, that's fine. We can always sell back. That's perfectly fine. I see I'm getting 700 back for Draymond. That's really good pricing right there. That means I got really lucky on that man over there. I'm actually really happy that I got some money back on some of these cards. That's really works out really well. That works out amazingly. And now we can take a look at our series 1. See, we're 1 card away from the Clippers. I said if it's 1, I don't mind paying a little over. I can start moving up to 3K once we get closer. But till then, even 2.75. All right, let's do it. Let's up our every time. We'll keep upping. Now 3 is my max. Hopefully I don't go more than 3. Well, we've searched a bunch of times. It's just realistically the worst part about this is the wait time of waiting for these cards to come through. We're clearly spending a lot more money now than I normally would, that I would like. I would love to spend a lot less money. We start bidding on cards now. I think that's the move. Since I gotta wait anyway, might as well start bidding 3K and see what happens. So this card is the man. He is legitimately always overpriced. Mr. George over there from the Jazz. Definitely making some progress. You can see the West kind of like filling in, man. It's definitely filling in. Let's go ahead and redeem our first since we started, I think, right? Series 1. Mr. OKC Thunder. That is our second completion out west. Our first completion was day 1 when they gave us all these players and whatnot. I was told to search by division because most of the divisions don't have WNBA players. There's a couple that do though. So it's gonna get hard if I do this because there are some NBA players. It's just like, do I just search by team? Like, how do I do this? Realistically, divisions aren't a bad idea. You just gotta double check like more times than not, because like you might buy another card for like similar pricing and whatnot, and like because it's like the same card over and over again for cheap. So you just gotta double check you're not repurchasing the same guy. A part of me wants to pick up these WNBA players so I can like enable them out of here, you know, like just get them out of here when I search. Time officially passed, so we can go ahead and start redeeming. We finished the Clippers. Nice. The West is slowly but surely, we still got work to do. Definitely not making enough progress. I thought I would make more, but a lot of factors played into us not making more. We still got 1 pending right there. I got 3K back for those guys. Let's redeem all this stuff and talk in a second. Bang, bang, Corey Maggette. What's up, man? You are, I'm sure he was a beast at one point, but all these Amis really ain't that thing anymore. They really not. We're so close to filling in some of these spots. I have an active bid there. We'll wait that one out. A lot of these are really close. It's gonna get really expensive at the end. I told you guys though, it's gonna start getting expensive. As of right now, we spent a little over 300K. That includes a lot of the rubies we got. Some of these rubies are just going to be too expensive. And then there's teams that I just haven't made much progress on. Like you guys see here, the Pelicans and whatnot. We just hoping that I can fill in some of the other teams. If I can get as close as possible, we'll look all right. If it wasn't for the 30 minutes, this would be so much faster. But Mike Bibby, welcome. Team number 4 complete out west. Couple more to go. Honestly, we're not even doing that bad. We're not doing that bad. And we're making progress on the east, which is something I didn't really think I'd be making at the same time. Like I thought I would have to lock in one or the other, but we're trying our best. We're trying our best to see, do I go up that high? 3.5 is my last card on that team, right? But if I just wait, maybe I could get it a little cheaper, you know. That's one of those things that I just gotta factor in. I know it's the only one up too, so that's always one of those things you should factor in. Like there's no other ones up, so it might be like better to just buy it just to make sure that you do secure the bag. And I need to stay away from the east right now. Let's focus out west. Let's focus out west, even though LeBron's just in our sight. I think he's going to hold us back from finishing this today. All right, I'm just putting it out there. LeBron is going to be the reason we're 100% not finishing this today. Hopefully some breakout and little things of that nature can get us a little bit closer. All right, and now I'm officially back, so I'll start grinding out some breakout, start grinding out some... Ooh, I saw that Hendricks for 2.7. I did not see it. Yeah, we saw that. That was actually up for a minute, too. So we're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling. That's cool. At least we got one player there. Let's hope we can lock in one more set if we can. No, 4.2 is a lot. A lot. We made progress on the Pelicans. I was able to couple of these guys to make it a little bit closer. I'll tell you guys how close we are before we do end this, though. We can definitely look at percentage on this team. Some of these cards look like they're going to be a little bit more expensive. Cards did drop today. It is Tuesday, right? I started this on a Friday, and now we're here on a Tuesday. So realistically, if I'm just a little bit more patient, I think I get some of these cards a little bit cheaper. Maybe I know people don't really open wild gems, but it always is a possibility in its own right. Maybe I do bid on a couple cards. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I can start streaming and all that other beautiful stuff. That would be exciting, and then that way we can really make progress as we go. It would be really nice to have some of these cards like, whoa, wait, time out, let's go. All right, that's a little bit over our budget, but it would be really nice to have like Ibaka, Granger for next KOTC, just for funsies, right? It would be pretty fun. Let's bet on this card. It has 7 minutes left. You never know. Might be mine, might not, but we'll see how that one goes. And can I pick up our final warrior? Nope, he a little too expensive, man. He out of range. We'll bid 3K on this one as well, see what happens there. I'll quickly go through the east this way, just quickly, and then we'll call it here. I think that'll be the end of the video pretty much. That way I made progress on both. This is actually costing me a lot more than I thought it would. I thought for some reason I could do this for a lot cheaper. I don't know why, just because I thought I made a lot of progress just originally. I knew this was an expensive case. I knew this wasn't going to be cheap by any means. I just thought maybe I can, like, considering how much progress I had done, I thought I was looking a lot better than I clearly was, and that's okay. That is fine. I will eventually get these cards and be able to throw them back up and make some of my money back. I do believe that will be the case. So it's not like the end of the world where I can't like I'm fully locking in this money, you know what I mean? It's not like that's what's happening. It's gonna work out in our favor. Hopefully long run we'll make it all work out, as I am making some progress here as well. East is looking better. You can't randomly start going searching west because, wow, that's 4 new players. Wow, that's amazing. How many players did I have for the Raptors? But we just picked up 4. That's nice. That is nice. A little expensive. I can't check west because we just bought a bunch of them, so I don't want to mess up anywhere on that side. And that's it. That's gonna be our end finale. We just bought a bunch of cards, especially from this team. Got us to 11 of 15, and honestly overall not bad. We got 6 teams fully complete out west, and we're barely missing many cards moving forward. So we have a total of 200 of the 223 players out west. 200 to 223, so I'm missing only 10% about. We have 89.6, so it's gonna be like 10.4. It's actually 0.7-ish, 0.7, so 10.3. That's not bad. That's really not bad when you think about it. And the only one that's really expensive is gonna be LeBron, right? Yes, there are some players on some of these teams that are expensive outside of that, but for the most part, that's the only Ruby left. So that should be great. That should be big time. That is something to note. Hopefully with a little bit of patience, I can finish out the west and go ahead and lock in and get our big fella Serge Ibaka. That's going to be the game plan. I would have got this done over the weekend for sure, especially if I knock out some other stuff, which I haven't been able to really play. Overall, so far, it has cost us almost 400K. A little less, though, for sure. Definitely less. What we can do, though, so let me actually mark that on somewhere. So it's gonna be 47. I'll go back and type that in somewhere. What I was thinking is the lifetimes, right? If we lock in the player lock-ins, which we have a lot, we can definitely lock in. It will really make us some progress, right? We'll make some good MT. It's not gonna be great. Realistically, I wish things were a lot better, right? But let's go ahead and slowly lock in all our unsellable cards. I won't even lock in sellable cards, and maybe I don't even have to do this. Let's wait it out and do this another day, right? I feel like this would take too long if I just sat here and did this, but there's nothing really else I would, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing else I would do this with. So there we go. We just got our first 10K. And overall, I guess while we continue to do this, we'll start making more and more money. I'm sure I have stuff in my auction house that I've sold, or things of that nature I got outbid, for example. Well, we'll make our money back quickly. I know that for a fact. It's just one of those things that it's really easy to make money in this game this year, I feel like, if you just pay attention to what you have, what you're selling, what you're doing here and there. Badges have been great. Definitely my money maker for the most part this year. And we're making progress. We're making progress. That's why I thought, why not just go pick up Mutombo and Granger and Ibaka before it's too late? Because eventually it's going to get to a point where I really don't need those cards. So I might as well pick them up right now. See where they do for us. You know, they might be like the best thing that ever happened to us for whatever reason. Maybe Mutombo is that secret answer that I need. I need a bench big man. I need one. So maybe he's that guy. He's gonna get me rebounds. He'll control the paint for the most part. Nice big body screens, right? That's gonna be all great. And then obviously Granger is a dog. Maybe that's a missing piece I need for whatever reason, as well as Ibaka. He might be. I don't know. I have to relook at my team. I haven't looked at my lineup in a while. This was the team I've been running for a pretty good amount of time lately. I did try to play some King of the Court. I got back Sunday, so I wasn't available for throughout the whole thing. I thought I clicked King of the Court there. I don't know what I clicked, but I only was able to get to the 90+ hidden gem. It was just not enough. Shout out to Jin winning back-to-back tie week 2, splash week 1. Bunch of dudes that are the absolute best of their craft for sure, top of the top. And we'll go ahead and redeem our 90+ hidden gem. See what happens here. Let's get a new player. I actually do not care. None of this stuff matters. I don't care. I need series 1 cards. Nobody else matters. Yes, give me new cards though. We won't say no, especially when they're hidden gems. I wish there was an exchange for these cards so we can get wild gems. I don't know why they stopped at ruby. Amethyst wild gems would have been a nice little addition that we can exchange for. And we got Mr. Clyde Lee, someone who most of us probably never heard of, but that's cool. That's cool. Let me know what you guys think of our series 1 grinds. Our east is not looking as great. No lock-ins yet out east, but they're coming. They're coming. I will be there very shortly, very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the absolute best. I'll see y'all soon. It's been your boy Mos. Y'all know the drill. Let me know how close you guys are to getting Mutombo. Are you going for him? Did you get him already? What is the vibe? And Ballin out.